One morning, Oliver was complaining.
It just isn't right.
Wilson cracked an eye open curiously.
What is? Toad has been sitting in the yard for weeks. Ever since Toad and Douglas have been double-heading their trains, there's been no need for him. Why are you worried? He's not your brake van anymore. You're a passenger engine. Yes, but I care for him. We used to work together all the time on my old railway, and to see him disregarded in such a way, it brings back bad memories of him lying in the sidings, awaiting to be scrapped, until I saved him. What if it happens again? You don't have to worry about that here. This is the Northwestern Railway, remember? The Fat Controller saves engines and rolling stock, not the other way around. Just like me and the other engines at Great Warrenton. You have nothing to worry about, Oliver. Maybe, but still, my Toad needs his exercise. I think people are meant to go to the gym.
Oliver chuckled. He didn't have anything to worry about, but he still couldn't help but feel so. After all, Toad had always been a faithful friend to him. Later, Oliver arrived at the station to a hurricane of passengers. The noise was so loud that the driver and firemen had to hold their ears. Oliver was worried.
I hope they'll all be able to fit into Isabel and Dulcie.
To his dismay, some passengers were left waiting on the platform. Bulgy was called to assist. One woman spoke up.
What a smart-looking double-decker bus. Perhaps we should take him from now on.
Oliver was most dismayed as Bulgy sped off cackling to himself. That night in the sheds, Oliver told the engines about it.
That doesn't sound good. Passengers are important to our line. If we don't accommodate for the influx of holidaymakers, losing them to the road could become more frequent. Perhaps we could ask the Fat Controller for more coaches. That's the thing, though. No spare coaches are available. There must be something we can do. Otherwise, the passengers will take the bus, leaving us with goods. Goods? That's it! What is?
Oliver simply smiled as he closed his eyes.
Wait and see.
The next day, Oliver gathered all the spare brake fans he could find lying around.
Dawn and Douglas won't be needing these. I suppose there's no harm in taking them.
He grinned as he backed down onto Toad, who was resting peacefully in the siding.
What's this? Sleeping on the job, Toad? That's certainly not being very useful. Oh, hello, Mr. Oliver. I didn't know I had a job today. Well, it's sort of a last-minute change. Now let's go.
When Oliver pulled into the station, the passengers were most surprised. Behind Isabel and Dulcie was a tail of brake vans. Surprisingly, many of the passengers opted for these. There was no shortage of room today, and Bulgy grumbled away empty-handed. Oliver smiled. His plan had worked. Everyone had a lovely time. The brake vans were grateful to have gone out for a run after so long, especially Toad. When the journey was over, Oliver promised he would take them out again tomorrow. He backed into the sheds that night feeling very pleased. It certainly had been an eventful day. Enemies had been driven away, new friendships had been formed, but most of all, old friends had been reunited at last.